If Dallas doesn't pull off a Maxx Crosby miracle, Boye Mafe might be one of the most slept on free agent names Cowboy fans need to know. Because this pass rush needs real help, a real plan, and the answer isn't just the draft. Let's talk about why Mafe fits the blueprint.
I want you to put the word out there. We back up. Understand me?
It's no secret the Cowboys are in major need of edge help coming off an underwhelming 2025 season from that room. Right now, they just have one proven starter under contract. So when Cowboys Nation starts talking about Maxx Crosby, it's for a good reason. But let's operate under the assumption Dallas does not land Crosby. They still have to address the position, and they have to do it before the draft. That's where Boye Mafe enters the conversation. Mafe makes sense for a few reasons. First, he doesn't carry the baggage some of the other high-end free agents do. With others, you're talking about age concerns, injury history, price tag, and sometimes a combination of all three. Mafe is younger, has a cleaner profile, and less of a long-term risk. Now, is he an elite edge? No, but he doesn't have to be. What he brings is balance. He can rush the passer, he can set the edge in the run game, and he's comfortable playing as a stand-up outside linebacker. That matters because this defense is shifting under Christian Parker's leadership. Christian Parker already told you what this defense is going to look like. A 3-4 foundation with multiple looks and flexibility. That fits Mafe's background perfectly. He played in that philosophy under Seattle head coach Mike Macdonald, and he understands the spacing, the responsibilities, and the discipline required in a rotational pass rush system. While the sack numbers did dip in 2025, the underlying metrics did not. He finished 8th in pass rush win rate per ESPN, and he generated 40+ pressures. He did that on a Seattle defense that deployed waves of rushers. Seattle had 5 players with 40+ pressures. No other team had more than 3.
Been in a lot more of a rotation this year, which actually could be a good thing. How has that affected your game, and what are the benefits of being in that rotation?
I feel like for me, the biggest thing I've learned is, understanding how to basically play more chess and understand the situations. Knowing when you're in there, when you're doing your thing, you gotta understand that certain situations call for certain moves, so understanding that and playing with it. And on top of that, we have unlimited guys, so the rotation makes it even better for everybody. No one has to be stuck out there for 60, 70 plays because we have that much depth and that much talent.
Now, Boye Mafe isn't the flashiest name on the market, and he's not the headline-grabbing type, but he brings real first-step juice, the kind that stresses tackles immediately and forces quarterbacks to feel him even when he doesn't get home. He's got the length to set the edge and the speed to chase plays down from the backside. That matters in a 3-4 structure where you're asking your outside linebackers to do more than just pin their ears back. He can rush standing up. He can rush with his hand in the dirt. He's comfortable in space. He's comfortable attacking gaps. And he's shown he can operate in a rotational system without needing 90% of the snaps to be effective. Now, is he a finished product as a pass rusher? No. He wins more with burst and power than a deep bag, but you do see that constant improvement in the area. The traits are there though, the motor runs hot, and the production, especially in the pressure rate, backs that up. He's the type of defender who doesn't have to be the star of the room, but he can absolutely elevate it. And in a defense that's shifting towards versatility, that's not just useful, that's valuable. Now let's talk about the part that actually determines whether this is realistic, the money. According to Spotrac, Mafe's projected market value sits around 3 years, $12 million per year. So you're talking roughly $36 million over 3 seasons. That's not Maxx Crosby money. That's not top of the market edge money, but it's not bargain bin either, something the Cowboys are used to doing. This would be the highest AAV the Cowboys would have paid to an outside free agent since Brandon Carr. Here's what former NFL scout and now analyst Daniel Jeremiah had to say about Boye Mafe. Even if his numbers were down this year, it doesn't matter. He's still in the mid-20s. He's an explosive, twitchy edge rusher, and there's going to be massive markets for him. This won't be a player that's sitting there in late March waiting for a deal, or where the Cowboys like to attack in June or July. If you want him, you're competing. And if the Cowboys are serious about upgrading this room, this is the tier where real decisions get made. Now here's where things can get interesting. If Dallas opens the wallet, They're stepping into bidding wars, a place they just aren't comfortable being. And when you're in bidding wars, you need an edge beyond the star, beyond the brand. That's where Christian Parker can come into play. You saw how he commanded the room in the presser. You hear how sharp he is. You hear how he intends to take the strengths of his players and find a fit in what they want to do. He has immense respect and adoration from his former players. When free agents sit down with the Cowboys, Parker might be the difference in that room, a potential advantage this franchise hasn't had over the last couple of years. Someone who could win the room not just with Jerry or Shoddy, but with players around the league. So if Dallas can win over a player like Boye Mafe, getting a versatile edge, fresh off a Super Bowl, a player who's been part of a defensive rebuild already, and someone who fits the exact direction this defense is heading. And here's the kicker. Signing Mafe doesn't stop you from drafting and signing more edge help. It builds the room. Seattle did it in 2025. Philly did it in 2024. Waves of rushers, multiple looks, constant pressure. That's how modern defenses are winning. So no, he's not Maxx Crosby. But if Dallas is serious about upgrading the edge room, Boye Mafe is exactly the kind of move that makes sense. So let me know in the comments, is Boye Mafe the edge upgrade Dallas should pursue? And if you want the next name on the radar, make sure you keep it locked. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. Till next time.